Also joining me is Ford,
Good evening, everybody.
Leo,
Essentially what the our improv show was.
Mace,
Oh, Phineas and Ferb taking steroids.
Yeah, like
and
with
Orion.
Okay. I am taking steroids for White Boy Summer to look my peak, to look my best.
And to circle back to something we were talking about earlier, Liam, that's the thing that I said Orion tells a lot of jokes about on Twitter.
White Boy Summer, that's right.
Yeah, White Boy Summer.
That's
So,
what I was talking
Liam,
about.
do you know what that came from, though? That is
I know.
Tom Hanks' son, but they don't talk about him. What's so funny is Tom Hanks' son, is on Instagram, and he follows his dad. You go to his dad's page, his dad doesn't follow him.
Well, I'm sure it's not Tom Hanks that manages his own Instagram.
You know, you got a point, though. Yeah, it's not like The Rock manages his own Instagram or anything.
Also, we're barely getting anything onto YouTube, so I'm recording a backup of this episode as we stream.
Wait, what do you mean we're barely getting anything onto YouTube?
We keep YouTube, something's wrong with the bandwidth. I assume that you guys can hear me fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, something is wrong with YouTube where it's not getting as much bandwidth as it should. It's lagging behind a lot.
It was glitching.
We have a guy in
a little bit
in the chat saying that it's lagging.
Yeah, it was very hard to get it started to begin with. We might end up just having to end the stream.
So we're calling it an early day on this one.
No, we're just gonna have to go with a recorded version.
Good episode, guys. Good job.
Yeah, I'm just ending the stream. It's not working at all.
That's nice.
So about that weather we're having.
We're still recording.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't get the very intro into the recorded version. So we already did our introductions, but it is Monday, June 28th of 2021, and this is episode 269 of the BCC podcast.
69, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've got a random assortment of Lego news over this last week. We're going to discuss here. LegoCon premiered, and no one was impressed.
No one liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do children even watch LegoCon? It doesn't seem like they would.
I don't think any children could watch LegoCon. I thought it was
never
impossible
even
to
heard
watch.
of
Was it
LegoCon before.
horribly inappropriate
Every
or
time
something?
I tried to get into it, I couldn't load it. So Lego decided instead of putting it on all kinds of other platforms, they would host it on their website exclusively. But their website lacks the bandwidth to do so.
Well, also they put up this artificial traffic.
There's a queue system.
Yeah. So they put on this weird trafficking gate thing on their website. Liam, you said that you couldn't get in.
Well,
right?
no, it just gave me that. I waited 10 seconds and I was in fine. But it just tells you have to go in a queue regardless of when you enter.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like trying to order a PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a bit. You're also going to talk about the Lego Ideas review results. Going to talk about Disney and political correctness. But
is this about Luca or
no, I've not even seen that movie. I don't plan to. It reminds me a Blue Skies animation movie or an Illumination Studios movie.
Well, I mean, it's modern Pixar. It's not 2D.
Modern Pixar is now. I feel like Toy Story 4 is the last movie they made that looked good. Even
well,
it wasn't a good movie.
Luca would look better if the characters did.
Why are they CalArts characters?
Yeah, well, it's not that they're like Illumination characters basically.
Why do they
all
look like
fall into
Peter
the
the
same
Grubhub
template?
ad?
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the only 3D animated movie I've seen recently that didn't look like that style probably was Zootopia. because they weren't humans. As soon as you make them human, they're just CalArts or Illumination style now.
I don't know. I think Spider-Verse didn't look very Illumination or
Okay, that is
CalArts.
that is true. But that's its only saving grace that it looks different.
Shut up, Orion.
No,
Leo
I
hadn't
refuse.
seen Spider-Verse until a few weeks ago, and then we finally
That's
watched
true.
it with him.
I mean,
That's true.
it's fine. If people weren't so like,
See, I
in love
like
with
it a
it.
lot, but not for the reasons like everyone raves over it. Like, I don't think it's that the animation looks amazing or anything. I really like the music. I like the score. I like the Spider-Man references.
yeah, the music. Oh, that's good.
The music is really good. Like, they really use leitmotifs well in the score. They're like every character has their own leitmotif, and I really like that.
Yeah.
All right, but we're going to be talking about a different Marvel movie here. It has been not quite leaked, but found in a catalog for another Endgame set that we'll be releasing. Bro Thor's Home.
Say that again.
That's the translation. You guys like Bro Thor's new Asgard home, I believe.
Is that Thanos' head?
No,
I think
That's
that's
Meek.
the little bug
That's
boy.
Meek.
No,
Little
just
bug
like-
with
Hey,
the
Meek,
scissor hands.
the
He has
photo is
swords
so-
for arms.
because it just looks like he's chilling on the couch and he has Thanos' head sitting there.
Well, I mean, he did take it off. Maybe he just wanted a trophy, you know?
Did they leave the head or did they take it? I forget.
I
think they
guess they
left
left it.
Why would they take it?
Body there to decay in the hot
Sometimes I
Titan
think the
sun.
movies forget that Thor is a Norse god. Like if I was a Norse god and I was called
Correct,
Thor,
Rock.
I would 100% collect the head of Thanos. That just seems very out of character for a Norse god.
To be fair, he was out of character throughout the whole thing.
Mm.
He was playing Fortnite
Yeah,
and
he was-
eating pizza, you know?
Speaking of, does this mean we're gonna get the Fortnite
Or-
TV sticker?
No one knows for certain. Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like also how. Wait, who's the rock guy?
Korg?
Yeah, Takia Waititi, or
Yeah.
I forget his name, plays him. I just, I feel like he's trying to pull like a James Gunn with his
No,
brother.
Korg is like one of my favorites ever.
No, I don't because
Every-
I don't. Waititi is just too smug for me. It feels like he's just look how funny I am, and he like.
No,
puts
no,
himself
I
in
love
one of
Korg
these.
so much.
Okay. The purple thing still looks just like rotting Thanos head. But whatever.
But his minifigure from this picture doesn't look the best to me. Like, the head barely resembles him. Then he has, like, solid pants, even though he's wearing very short shorts in the movie.
Oh.
He should be like in between the size of like a big fig and a minifig. He's
Be the
just
actual
just
fig.
doesn't look right here.
I can't really
Could it
tell
be that
what
it's
he
like,
looks like from this distance. It's
Is this
not
like
that
is this
great.
finalized or
I believe it is finalized, but it's just a blurry picture, because it's like a catalog picture.
yeah, it's weird that it looks like he's wearing his jammies or something.
Then we have Fat Thor, who doesn't have the extended stomach, but he does have a shirtless print this time.
They should have given him bomber treatment.
Yeah,
Mm.
one of the best minifigures ever, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I like this set just because it's something different. It's not a vehicle type set. It's more
Yeah.
like a scene from the movie in Lego form.
This, if it wasn't for like the modern technology, you could almost look at this and say, "Oh, it's the new Hobbit set is out. This is neat."
Also, I
I
didn't
think
realize
it'll
the
be a
Indiana
fun
Jones
little
whip
accessory
piece is
pack.
still in production.
Yeah, that thing's never going
They're-
away.
Yeah, they're gearing up for that fifth movie. They've saved it. For
I
this
look forward
moment.
to the fifth movie exclusively because I want Lego Indiana Jones to come back.
Mm.
That'll be
I
the
can't-
only good part of it all.
I can't wait to see how they improve on the technology, the de-aging technology from the Irishman for this one. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
please,
confirmed, by the way. And most all the behind
no.
the scenes photos I've seen, Harrison Ford has these motion capture dots on his face and on his shoulders.
Well, are they trying to
So-
make it a prequel to Crystal Skull then?
No, they're trying to make him look a little younger and more convincing,
But
like in terms of
Okay,
action.
so
and
here's
stuff.
the thing with that.
It's
So
not
if
a
they're
prequel.
trying to make him younger and more convincing and therefore more able, he already hurt himself in delayed
Yeah,
filming.
he
like,
already he hurt his shoulder. They had to stop production.
It's
Amazing.
like,
It's like
Take
every
the
movie he's
hint.
done.
take the hint.
I mean, technically every Indiana Jones movie that's happened on. That's almost like how the one person who got COVID on the set of Batman was the dirtiest person there, Robert Pattinson. Like, but
But also, I don't see why, if they're gonna make him look younger, but not to the point he's younger than Crystal Skull, wouldn't makeup do enough?
it could. I think
would.
what they're trying to do is they'll keep his face on there. That's what the dots are there for. It's for like the facial tracking, but then they might try to touch up his body language, maybe.
Why do they need to go on the face?
Basically,
because
I
I'm
think,
assuming they would need to be able to track the face in order to match it up with whatever body they're matching it
This
up
just-
to.
I think it's just like, okay, they wanted Harrison Ford, but they knew he wouldn't want to act for it after they saw him in
Right.
Rise of Skywalker, and it's like, okay, we just need your face, and then we'll kind of mold it in the movie
They should-
digitally.
I mean, the thing, he does have acting left in him though. Like Blade
He
Runner
just doesn't
2049,
yeah, he
he
doesn't
was
care.
so good in that. And then
But also,
you
I
look at
feel
the
like
Star Wars
It's not a
movies.
recent thing for Harrison Ford. Throughout his career, like for many of his roles, he just doesn't care.
Well, it depends on how many movies you've seen of his, really. I mean, like outside of, I guess, I think even in not Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, he started to not care about Star Wars.
Well,
at
yeah, because he
that
wanted his
point.
character killed off at that point.
Yeah, but I don't know. And most everything else I've seen, he's pretty good, except like Call of the Wild.
Now,
Firewall with
Indiana
Paul
Jones, like
Bettany.
the only franchise Harrison Ford's always talked about in a positive way, though.
Yeah, and Blade Runner too.
Talk too much about his Jack Ryan movies, does he? Because I like those.
No, he's great in those too.
Yeah,
Get
those
off
are
my
some of his best.
plane. Oh yeah.
I
He
don't
probably doesn't remember
know any
them.
of those.
No, they're great. There's some pretty solid action movies.
I'm sure they're good, but I don't think he remembers.
I forget
them.
what it's called. I think it's not The Witness, but I talked about.
Oh,
this a bit.
Witness. Yeah, that's a
No,
good
there's a
one, too.
movie where he eats a couple pieces of paper in it. That's like the highlight of the movie. It's great. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look this up.
I have no idea. What
Air
you're talking
Force
about there.
One.
Air Force. I have to
So
eat the
see
nuclear
Air Force
codes
One.
before the
But-
terrorist gets them.
Going to Star Wars. So,
Why do we have to go to Star Wars?
Natural.
Yeah, I don't want. Please no.
So I guess we could kind of tie this in with LegoCon,
we will. It
Right.
was at LegoCon the new Star Wars hits were officially revealed. We talked about them a while ago.
which is really
Right.
weird. It's like you have a whole convention, and the only thing that you reveal are 3 Star Wars sets.
Which
We
are
already knew about.
Yeah.
Whoa! That's all they revealed.
Okay, yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about LegoCon first then.
Yeah.
Um
So like going in, like just to give you my perspective, I thought this was gonna be like something akin to like the Hasbro PulseCon that they had like 2 months ago, where they revealed like the next 2.5 waves and exclusives and change of like every single line that they have out there. But instead it was just talking
about sets from
nothing.
2019.
Yeah, it was just like talking about nothing new. And then
They
boom,
interviewed an
here are 3 Star
astronaut
Wars
for
sets
some
right now.
reason.
Cool.
I mean, I didn't know because
There's that
seen
NASA
it.
bias coming through again.
Yeah, no, look, they just like or like they took the space sets from City last year. Like, oh, so this is something an astronaut would like, right?
they came out 2 years ago, didn't they? Or was it last
Yeah,
year?
2019, 2 years ago.
Ugh.
Amazing.
Are they even on the shelves anymore?
I don't know. I don't check the shelves.
You know,
I
it's
mean,
still
like,
on the
are
shelves.
they still like available?
I think they're available on Lego.com.
Okay.
They should be. I thought we saw them at the Lego store.
I don't know. Remember, I wasn't in the Lego store the whole time with you guys.
That's
That's true. You
true.
I had to
bailed.
run out and use the bathroom, and then there's a huge
You
line to get
left?
back in.
You
A
left
likely
them
story.
alone
He
in the Lego
left
store.
us. Bailed on us.
It was
You
an
know how
emergency.
that was? What? Do you know what could have happened when you left them alone?
They spent some money.
He was gonna
He
have an
almost
accident, and he couldn't get too
died.
excited in the Lego store, right?
Let's move on.
Just
You had to
saying.
go to the bathroom. What?
I already said I had to go to the bathroom.
A likely story.
And then it started raining, but anyway, yeah, the space sets are still available. There's
Lego
like a
Movie
large
2
section
sets
about
are still
video,
available.
and they had a llama mascot there. They had one section with the designers, but it's like one of the worst designer interviews I'd ever seen. And yeah, overall, it was just nothing was the problem. There is no reason to have it whatsoever.
Do they? They didn't. Did they announce any like new Ninjago
Nope.
television stuff?
Nope. They won't even tell us when the season that the rest of the world's already seen is coming to the US.
Mhm.
It's basically just this huge tone deaf nothing.
Yeah, there was no news of any sort, and it would be cool if they actually have like a stream, where they revealed all the new sets and they actually have the designers talk about the sets. Lego is really awful though at
Because
how they do their
that's
press
what I was
release.
expecting. That's exactly what
Mhm.
I was expecting. It's like the designers present the new material, and then maybe later that day you can order
Yeah,
it.
it should have been a Nintendo Direct, but Lego.
Yeah, that's weird.
So yeah, they did officially reveal those Star Wars sets, and the weird thing was we got the name of the new Slave One as Boba Fett's
it's
starship. Now, this has been, since then there's an interview where it said Lego did not make the choice to not call it the Slave One. It was Disney that told them, don't call it the Slave One. And Disney apparently
They
is trying
continue
to...
bastardize George's vision.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, both like George and Disney were trying to do same time.
George is a genius, Orion.
I know. Doesn't he over tinker though, or something? I
He
don't know.
does.
Yeah,
did make some.
sometimes. Like,
You guys,
The
you
Rock.
guys remember the
Or
special
Korriban.
edition? Well, actually, no. I really dug the CGI.
Remember?
dinosaur.
George?
Yeah, he changed the name of that planet. Remember, his last involvement in the Clone Wars was he said he wanted the Sith planet the name changed from from Moraban to Korriban.
That's
Was
Corbin.
that-
Korriban to
in
Morban.
the Clone
Why?
Wars?
Yeah, it was in the Clone
It's
Wars. Yoda
so-
went to it.
Oh.
It was from Lost episodes.
Yeah.
It's like such a small. Why would you
But
want?
no, this is a thing Disney's doing purely to be politically correct. They wanted to remove the word slave from everything. So they said they'll never call the ship the Slave One again. It's just Boba Fett's starship.
Which is
Is that what Disney
stupid.
said? They'll never call it the Slave One.
That's what the interview said. Yeah, they're phasing it out of everything.
Ah,
Because it's not gonna catch
terrible.
on. Like,
I mean,
It's been
but the
Slave
thing is,
One
like, what
for
does Boba
years,
Fett call
and-
his starship? The Boba Fett starship? What does he call it?
It's stupid, and they're probably not going to have it in the show. Well, they're probably not going to say the name of the show now, and they just
Also,
don't want to
isn't-
say the word slave. For one, Boba Fett is not a good guy.
Yeah, isn't he a murderer? And like,
Yeah,
not necessarily
His
a murderer.
thing, his
he
thing
is
is
a bounty
disintegrating
hunter.
his targets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
like his introduction
true.
is literally Darth Vader saying no disintegrations.
doesn't
yeah. His methods are like extreme for Darth
seriously.
Vader.
And if
The-
Darth Vader is
Vader
calling you out
goes-
as being like way too much of a bad guy, like you know what's up.
Also,
Darth
it was
Vader
during
walks
Darth
up
Vader's
to
like
him.
worst period. He was like ticked off that whole movie, but then he's like, "Okay, Boba, calm down."
Mm.
Darth Vader's like,
Boba, gonna
No
need you to back off for this
slavery.
one.
Yeah, and slavery is
Good
obviously a
name,
big
though.
part of Star Wars too, and not to mention, it's a ship. It's not a person. You can call it a slave.
And
I
it's a
mean-
big part of Star Wars in a negative way.
Mhm.
Like, it's not
Wait.
portrayed as a good thing.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was
Like,
looking
the
through what
only
side
time
Mace
it's
is going there
technically
with it's
good
like big
guy
part of
ship is
Star
the
Wars in a
Mandalorian.
negative way.
But no, it's really, and now like that interview because of the Lego set is just hitting like all these mainstream news sites now, finding out Disney has done this.
Do they like it? Do they?
No,
hate it?
I don't think I haven't seen anyone that likes it. I've
It
seen
is
people try to defend it, like
generally-
saying, "Why does
yeah.
it matter?" And here's
It's
the
either,
thing.
yeah, it's like either this apathetic thing or it's just like wholly negative.
And here's the thing for people that say, like, why does this stuff matter? Why do you guys have to care? Like, okay, if it didn't matter, then nothing would have been done.
Yeah, it's changes that like this that if you do it incrementally, like they're doing right now. I mean, it started with Leia. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
started
it
with
did
Slave
start with they
Leia,
changed Slave
kind
Leia
of.
to Hut Slayer Leia,
Yeah,
which is odd.
Which
Eh,
I'm not gonna lie, I do still kind of like Huttslayer Leia as a name, but
that's
it
a little bit
still
of a mouthful, but
stands.
still good,
Yeah. Well, I see. I didn't really care as much then because I don't really want any toys with Carrie Fisher in a bikini, anyways. So that didn't bug me. But just moving forward,
it's the intent behind it. Like
Mhm.
back
I think
then, it
what
was
they-
more about like, oh, we don't want to sexualize this character, but now it's like
Which-
we don't want to
Wanna
show the name
sexualize this ship.
slave. It's like the
Well,
intent
yes.
is different. I think.
They could have at least I don't know. It's Star Wars, man. I don't know. But like they could have at least gave it a name instead of just calling it, Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
Also,
Because
But
now
you
in
can't-
universe,
you
I'm
can't
thinking
unname
Boba
it
Fett.
is a thing. Like everyone
No,
knows
change
it
the
is
name.
Slave One.
and also, if
Yeah.
we go back to
So-
Battlefront 2, a game that was released in the last 5 years, it's still called the Slave One.
So
They had 2 years ago,
this
wasn't the
ship
20th
has been
anniversary
called-
Slave One was released?
this ship has been called the Slave One for over 40 years now. By the way,
But I'm
And
just
it's like-
Empire Strikes Back was in 1980. You can't get away with this.
well, they could at least update the name as in like Boba Fett. Or wait. Does he?
There'd be no
does he
reason for
still
Boba
have-
Fett in
does he
universe
still
to rename
have
it.
the ship?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same
Well,
ship.
he could have just renamed the ship. Like,
They might have it blow
he
up.
christened it.
But
Well,
Orion,
the thing is, they've only ever mentioned it twice in canon, and that was in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
It's not like they always are saying the name of their ships.
yeah.
Yeah,
and
this is
Ryan, it's
Boba
not like there'd be
Fett's,
any
like,
in-universe
bored of
reason
the
for
slave one.
Boba Fett to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Well,
Slave
It
One.
was his
was
father's ship. His father named it, and it was passed down to him.
I'm just thinking like, could you imagine in universe Boba Fett refers to his starship as the Boba Fett?
As
Boba
Boba Fett.
Fett's starship.
I
What's
mean,
the name of your
this
ship?
is coming from the same people running Star Wars that have made a ship called the Vessel, piloted by a rock. Just a rock.
That's some big old that's some big Count Dooku's solar sailor energy. Like I can
Yeah,
buy
I mean,
Count
like,
Dooku
but here's the
calling
thing,
his
it's like,
ship.
What's cooler? A solar sailor, like, has like sails that like fold out. It's
I mean,
really
that-
majestic looking,
Yeah, that's
or
cool.
just a ship that just looks very regular and gray, and it's called the Vessel.
Oh, is it called the vessel?
It is actually like
Oh, I
there's a
didn't-
ship
okay.
in their High Republic books or whatever. It's literally just called Vessel.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about
It's
that.
like, come
Well,
on.
yeah.
Before, it's their streaming service.
Well, yeah, but it's like,
Boba Fett?
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. And the Mandalorian is like, "Where's your ship, Boba?"
It's
And
like
he,
these are
leads
your
him to it.
kind of like the people
he's
that you
totally
have running your
over
creative
it.
team, and
He's
it's like
just
that's the best they can do.
sandblast white now. He says, "I call it the White Guild," and then he goes to the ship. And they're
But
like,
Ooh.
"Boba, you're Maui. You're Hawaiian. You're not even."
But yeah, it's just incredibly stupid and obvious. The other argument people's like, oh well, kids don't even know what this is named. I
Yes,
don't
they
understand
do.
these
That's not-
people who
the
think that
internet.
kids don't have the internet and like don't know any legacy. Even like Hollywood's getting smarter than this now. They're like not, like reboots that don't acknowledge the original property aren't really a thing anymore. Now they've
Mhm.
kind of like found out like, oh, people still go back and watch the old movies. They have access to all of this, so let's not pretend it didn't happen.
Also, the first time I ever watched Empire Strikes Back, this is a very distinct memory that I have. My dad, like when Boba Fett's ship, I mean the Slave One, was like flying off, from Cloud City in the escape scene.
Probably like a
My dad's
single
like,
hero.
yeah, that's Boba Fett's ship. That's the Slave One. Remember that? And I'm like, all right.
I
Like
would've just been like,
the fact that
what-
he knew that, and he doesn't even like The Empire Strikes Back that much.
No. What?
The fact that he was able to
I
tell me
mean-
that at the age of when I was 4 years old, and I remember that to this day, like it's the enduring. Wait, am I cutting out?
You're
Oh,
not.
no.
You're good.
Man,
for me.
I can't believe Ford has been indoctrinated into the.
I've
pagan
been
cult of
indoctrinated into the
Disney.
Star Wars cult.
Star
But
Wars
really
anyway-
means a lot.
Criminal.
Yeah, it's just a really dumb thing to change the name of this ship suddenly.
Yeah.
No, it's sanitizing history doesn't change anything either. And again, this isn't even
Well, it's
sanitizing
cool.
history because it's not something bad.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean,
There was nothing
Yeah,
problematic.
Boba Fett's a bad. Well, for all I know, and I haven't watched it in The Mandalorian, they could just be like, "Look how awesome Boba Fett is. He's so cool." But like, no, he's like a bad guy.
kind of is
actually.
like that, yeah.
Oh, it is.
I mean, not
Yeah.
exactly. He does just
It's
go up
like,
and kill
yeah,
people.
way cool. Boba
I mean,
Fett
he
is
tries
super cool, but,
killing
like,
a
he's so
child.
bad.
Then he's like, you know what? I said I'd help you protect him, so now I'm a good guy. But then he goes back and then kills more people afterwards. So he's, you know, morally
He
ambiguous.
kills Jabba's fat henchman.
I don't know why you see him fat in that show. That's really
Because
weird.
he has time to eat.
He's been living the large life from
Yeah.
a couple of decades.
He just took
What
way
would have
too much
happened to him?
steroids. He bloated. He didn't even gain muscle. He just.
He
But-
injected them straight into his head tails, and it all went downhill from there.
He was
So
dirty
we're gonna
bulking.
move on from that now. It's a really stupid move. I am glad it wasn't Lego that made the decision, but
Yeah.
I mean,
so
it was like a ultimately followed through with it, but whatever.
I mean, money.
they don't have a
What were they
choice.
supposed to do? Never make a slave one set again? I mean, what did you want them to do?
I mean, I don't know what would have happened if they said no to Disney.
And they would have
Just
said,
take
"All
over
right, then you
them."
can't make it."
That's dumb.
What does Ford think they would?
They
have
literally
killed?
came out with a slave one 2 years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like Boba or Django ever owned any slaves, so it's. I don't
Well,
see how that
no,
could be
I
any.
would
negative-
100% believe that they.
I think
owned
Boba Fett did
slaves
own some slaves in canon, didn't he?
Not that
Not as far as I
of.
know, and they
Well, he
go
does
around
now,
in a-
at least.
They
She's
live
a life
in a
debtor.
space-
That's different.
No, not that one. He just
Jango
took over
Fett.
Jabba's palace.
Well,
Jango
he
Fett
said he
was,
actually
like
took
the
over
template
it.
for an army
sat
of
in the
slaves.
throne.
Yeah, but
If
he could have
Boba
just
Fett wasn't-
been kind of, you know, doing his thing.
No.
Because I don't think
Look-
he's cut out to run a criminal empire in as much as be the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Well, he's old now.
If he wasn't a bounty hunter, or if he settled down, he would 100% have like concubines and slaves and stuff. Like
When that was already that was
Probably.
referenced in Return of the Jedi already.
Yeah.
concubines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm worse than the traditional slave.
I'm
even.
not saying it wouldn't make
So-
sense in canon. I'm saying it hasn't happened in canon, and
Oh,
therefore
yeah.
Disney would be able to make it not happen and avoid the connection.
That's
I
true.
just want the Boba Fett series to be about.
What if they
how
come out
awful Boba
with the
Fett
Book of
is.
Boba Fett, and then John Favreau's like, "Nope, he's calling it the slave one."
Yeah, if
No,
John
I bet
Favreau
it
just
depends
like,
on
it's
That
gonna
depends
be
on how much
Every
money you think John
single
Favreau
time.
can get.
No, it's gonna be renamed. It won't be called Slave One. It'll be like rechristened. I'm pretty sure. That's my gut tells me this.
The thing is,
Oil
remember also,
drop.
Dave Filoni has 100% creative freedom now.
True, but
More or
like
less.
most people in Hollywood, even if you have creative freedom, a lot of the time you'll still kind of like bow the knee to the higher ups, for favor or
Yeah,
respect.
you
or
still
just,
have
like,
to kowtow to executive producers.
Yeah, like creative freedom doesn't, especially
Because
like
that's the thing,
upper
like-
echelons of Hollywood doesn't really mean. like,
And also,
creative
likely this
freedom.
decision wasn't made just now. It was likely last year during the riots.
Boo.
Imagine like cities are burning down. There's like all this racial
And
tension.
your your
Lego's
remedy
like,
for that
oh,
is
no.
renaming a set.
Disney.
Come
Well,
on.
that's what a lot of companies did.
That's so like, dude, just sell your product, man. Just like sell your stuff.
I wish companies were concerned about
Advertise
making
for
money
us.
again.
sell us the slave one.
Just like ream us for cash. Just do your thing. Like who cares?
And
Like,
Disney needs to re-release Song of the South on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I've
Cool
never heard of
Runnings.
that Star Wars movie.
But let's move forward now and talk about Lego ideas because
Book of Boba Fett,
Finally.
Song of the South.
Another disappointing round.
really, I thought the last one we talked about it,
Lego
didn't most of us
ideas.
want the lighthouse to pass?
Yeah.
How long ago was that? I do not remember that. Or
It
was
looks
there
better
for
than the
it?
Virginia Woolf novel.
But yeah, out of all of them, there wasn't that many like products I thought were great in this review. So I think the lighthouse was the best choice.
Is this is this unofficially modeled after the movie The Lighthouse?
I don't. It was a fan model, so I don't know.
Does it come with Willem Dafoe?
I would have rather had Bag End, but I suppose it's
We already
fine.
have a bag end set though.
a better one that isn't $1 million.
But yeah, we're not.
Oh wait, there's a Spirited Away one that got.
But yeah,
in?
there's no way that was gonna pass because that's not a
Too big.
license Lego would use.
Oh, okay.
And it's way too
Also-
massive a build.
Mhm.
Wait, is there-
Avatar
what is that
and
called?
Avatar both failed.
And the Coliseum Lego already just released a generic
Blue
thing.
Avatar isn't happening until the movie comes out.
Oh,
for sure.
Leo knows this. I 100% bet Leo knows this. They opened the bottom floor of the Coliseum to the public for the first time ever. So now you can go down there where they would have had all the
All the machinery.
I almost said Glatorians on my brain. I have rot in it.
Doesn't
All
the
big-
Coliseum not currently have a floor?
Correct.
No, it-
It is partially missing a floor,
Yeah.
but well, as in like the floor that the audience would see is
Mhm.
partially
Yeah.
gone,
Is the
but you can
floor
still
bottom?
see like parts of the underbelly where all the machinery would be.
We need to bring back stuff like that.
No,
All right,
not
the
like-
Coliseum.
not like them
Coliseums
them
don't
going-
actually have a very good history.
Not like that. I meant when I should have not had the
Ritual
long pause
murder,
at the end.
murder
there.
Feed
I
people
don't
to
know.
the
I kind of want to
lions.
see that.
Yeah,
Well,
Coliseums were mainly made to kill Christians.
Okay, what?
No.
Not like that. I meant like
They were meant to kill political
They're
prisoners.
meant to
because we
kill
talked
people.
about this like NASCAR and stuff, how it's so boring. Like I'm talking about Coliseums where
So
it's like
boring.
also like we need to legalize like steroids for
Marijuana.
wrestlers and stuff. So we just get these juiced up freaks and then they can wrestle each other. And
Well,
there's,
they
like, no
already
rule.
take steroids anyways.
Yeah.
No, but they don't take the max amount that they could, so that way they could pass tests and stuff.
Orion
Whatever.
being like, we must commit human rights abuses so we can get the
Basically,
maximum amount of entertainment out of
I want
life.
modern day coliseums that are
Beyond
like you
human.
have different ones. You have like the Speed Racer Coliseum where it's like just death racing, and they've like have massive tracks, and you have these cars that are going at like 300 and something miles per hour, and then there's other coliseums where you have these
Ryan.
roid rage freaks. That are
Okay,
just-
we're getting really off track.
Ryan, I want
to
you
live in your dystopia.
yeah.
Ryan, I want to put in your mind this idea that the Colosseum could be flooded so they could have ship to ship
No.
combat.
I read history. Okay, I know this.
I know, but I
Yes.
want you to put that back in your mind.
So, okay, yeah, we could have one for like water-based sports too, I guess.
Can we
I
get
don't-
like a jungle variant for like predator stuff?
Yeah, that might be a little boring to watch.
No. They
unfortunately.
can't like outright be trying to kill each other like that. No, we're not like that far morally gone. We're still
Yeah.
like, no, you can't hurt each other. Like,
Look, if we're
don't
going to
think-
do something like that, let's just make mecha
Great.
suit battles.
No, that would be cool.
no, wouldn't that be like too expensive?
Yeah, that'd be too messy.
We have robot
You might
battling.
break through the walls.
Yeah, but that's
That's
not
true.
mainstream. Like to make it mainstream, you need to have a human in there.
No,
so
that's what I
the
mean. Put the
audience can
human in
relate.
get humans robot suits.
You got to see their face. You can't really connect with the public.
Well,
without
There are
Okay,
people on
I'll
YouTube
see
who
their
make
eyes.
those suits.
Yeah, but
Do they
I feel like
fight
they're
in
kind of
them?
gimmicky.
No.
Like they wouldn't like actually hold. Okay, I could get behind this though. We could have basically proto Pacific Rim happening in a call
Exactly.
Not that
My
size.
point is-
They're more like mechanized armor, but
because we don't really have like gathering places anymore for stuff. I mean, yeah, there's like sports in the NFL, I guess. but
That's not real.
people don't really care that much or as much as they used to. Like we need to have like a big stone building where like people are hurting each other in there and it's a sport or something.
what
I don't
about
know.
WWE?
Yeah,
They're
but,
not
like,
really
they don't-
hurting
they don't
each
have,
other.
like,
That's
I'm talking
scripted.
about like a dedicated building, like a church of violence or something. Like where
Yeah, I
there-
can't condone this.
there's a big
Let's go back to the Lego.
Ryan, we don't need to talk about your murder cult.
I don't
I don't know. I'm having fun.
I'm not, it's not even that big yet.
But anyway, out of
Oh,
all of these, I think the
I like-
Lighthouse most deserved to win. Obviously, like, neither of the avatars was going to pass. The rest of the stuff was either boring or licensed they weren't going to get. They seem
hey,
to
at
not
least
want to
Lighthouse
do
was book
licensed
ride.
stuff very much lately, too.
That's a shame that the
With
Walls
that,
and Gromit ones
Honestly,
didn't
like
get
I like
so.
this whole like
Yeah, I like it. I might get this one.
yeah. As
You wait
long
until you see
as
the final product.
yeah, as long as the light function works and it rotates, I'm in.
Ooh.
I mean, this
Ooh, I
kind
don't
of
think
stuff
I don't think
is
it
what I really
will.
like when that ideas does when they do like little original fan models that aren't really based on a license or
I don't
are
think
trying
it's
to
gonna
rip off
rotate.
something else.
Mhm.
But are just nice, clean, simple stuff.
I think it'll probably still have. It'll definitely still have the light up feature.
Yeah, it'll.
For sure.
I just don't think it'll rotate.
But is it gonna have the well? I think they could gear it up to do it.
I mean, if this fella can do it, so can
Yeah.
Lego.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be honestly, it would kind of be a travesty if it didn't.
It would
Uh,
be.
Because like it's the kind of thing where it would be opportune to put in a power function motor, maybe even integrate it into the base. If you don't do that on this kind of model, then like, what are you doing?
So I think they might make like the base smaller in the final model, but I'm trying to get a list of all the sets.
Like, they
Currently-
may not use that kind of base plate. Probably just be
There we are.
little blue plates put together.
No, they probably will use a base plate because a lot of idea
Use
sets
the
will
base
use
plate?
base plates. Yeah. Has anyone bought the typewriter yet?
No.
Oh,
No.
I'm trying to find. A list of approved projects here. So there's the lighthouse. Then what? Like, what are we still waiting on? Be
The
revealed.
Bionicle set.
No, we'll get to that in just a moment here.
We're never going to get Bionicle.
Well,
Kind of doing one in 3 days.
yeah.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah, I know, it's just crazy.
Days.
Kind of worried I won't be able to get one.
I'm
I
gonna
am
buy
too.
2.
Yeah.
So I don't. We'll talk about more of the ideas in the future. Then, yeah, let's talk about this thing with the Bricklink Designer Program. The first crowdfunding starts in 3 days. Wednesday, right?
July 1st. So Thursday.
Thursday.
right?
Okay. I think it's
Yeah.
11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So
Why
you
is it
won't
gotta
be
be
staying up till midnight like I had hoped. But so, and it has been confirmed it's the first 5 projects, I believe, that reach 3,000 pledges. Yeah.
Will be made. Yeah.
So 3 are being eliminated.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 3, because we've got the castle in the forest. We've got the particle accelerator, sheriff safe, pursuit of flight, Mountain View Observatory, great fishing boat, Bionicle, legends, and Capo.
Okay, we need to lose the particle accelerator. Let's see. Let's lose
Oh.
pursuit of flight.
oh.
And then I don't know which one to eliminate next.
Capo, I
Not
don't think
Bionicle.
deserves it. It's a bird.
Yeah, you might be right.
Get a real one if you like birds so much. Me,
That's
I'll
a good
get
point.
my Lego Bionicle.
Yeah, I like the only other one I'm like semi-interested in is the sheriff safe, which I don't think I will pledge for. Like
Yeah,
none of the
well,
other ones I
but
wanted are in this period.
Mm.
I'm sure the castle will get sold out immediately. Not by me, but by others.
Yeah, the castle will probably pass. I could see the safe passing. I think Pursuit of Flight will pass. But I really only care about Bionicle this round. We don't know the
Yeah.
price still.
Whatever it is, I'm getting 2.
I'm just worried that it's gonna sell out so fast.
I am too.
2 days.
Me getting 2 isn't gonna help.
It says 2 days.
Look, hey, to anybody getting 2, if one of us
Tell me.
doesn't get one, would you be willing?
So I'll do it double.
maybe.
All right.
Yeah, please, anyone getting 2 of them, don't scalp these.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I have
don't.
no intention
Like,
of scalping.
look,
One is a
just
collector's item
scalp it.
forever.
I'm not gonna
Scalp
say
it.
like you need to only buy this many, but like,
Buy 40.
please, if you need to get more than one, just get 2.
Well, like, get as
It's
many
like-
as you want if you're going to use them,
Being-
I'd say. Just don't get them for the point of selling them, because there is very limited.
Yeah, being a Transformers fan, scalpers are the bane of my existence. I literally can't get anything I want because of scalpers. It's maddening.
So yeah, only 5,000.
Please
I do
don't bring
think
it to my
I
Lego
look
hobby.
on our server. It sounded like a lot of people, when the price is revealed, they aren't going to get it, because I do think this will be at least 200.
Wait, for
Yeah.
the Bionicle set?
I heard it
It
was going to be
has-
somewhere between like 150 to 250, maybe 300 max.
It's got like
What?
200 pieces in it.
How
or more.
big is this?
It's
gonna
like
be?
it's about comparable to like a $150 set.
So just because it's not going to be.
Yeah,
Does
so
anyone know
what
what it is?
the set is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about the set several times. Do you not remember?
Oh, well, okay. Wait, sorry. I'm getting confused. Wait, did I get confused? Did that win?
No.
Not
No.
yet.
Oh,
But it's been entered into a new thing that they started where they'll build a set if enough people.
You were on the episode where we talked
support it.
about this.
okay. No, because I was getting the two conflated. Because
Okay.
I was thinking of the Lego thing, the 20th something anniversary or whatever, 100th anniversary was it?
No.
20th anniversary. Yeah, we haven't heard about that yet. That's a different
Okay,
thing.
because see that. Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah,
Thinking
okay,
of.
yeah, that thing. I
comes-
know what you
90th.
mean.
Yeah, you're thinking of the 90th anniversary where
Yeah,
all
'cause
the
I was like, that
Castle
got
Bros got
confirmed?
mad
I don't
that.
remember.
No, yeah, this is
Okay.
something different. This was, remember, talked about the designer program where it's the crowd-funded sets.
Okay, all right. No. Now I'm on the right page.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, this. Where does it stay? Does it have a part count
It's-
now?
1,500.
'Cause I don't think I've
1,500. So
actually-
yeah, that's at least $150 set. Plus, this is a limited run set, so that automatically adds like a lot of price to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll probably be 200. That's where I'm gonna say.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll pay 200. Also, interestingly, Lego has never gone more than 5 years without releasing a Bionicle set.
You're right.
Keep it up.
So, also, disappointingly, they aren't including instruction booklets this time. They're only digital, and I don't like that. Remember, you guys remember the Lego Factory? Where you could get your own sets, and they came in their own custom box, and...
I do.
Was
I
that,
do.
got
like partnered with Lego Digital Design?
Yeah, you could
Okay,
design it
yeah.
sent to Lego Factory. It changed to Design by Me. I forget if
Yeah.
Design by Me had the instruction booklets or not. But yeah, you could then design the box and you got an instruction book with it. So it's disappointing they're going away from that. I don't like the environmental approach Lego's giving to these things. I want consumer value. So, yeah, I'm going to be waiting to purchase this set. Hopefully I will get one. I have a feeling the site's going to crash. I have a feeling
boy.
it's going to be a huge, huge issue getting it. I'm sure some people have set up bots. There are going to be people
Yeah.
trying to scalp these.
We should make a bot.
I wish I could get a bot just to help me buy two. Because I'll be at work.
Yeah. So we will see what happens. Anyone that wants it, be sure to be there. It's 11 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific. I am certain. I don't know why Lego feels. I'm sick of like any product being limited at this point when it's pre-orders. Like, if you're going to make something and you know how many people are going to buy it, you're not going to lose any money by making more, at least to my understanding.
It's like, how do pre-orders sell out? How's that possible? You
I
haven't
don't
even
know if
made
there's
the
something
thing.
about production that I don't know. Like, they can only make so many batches before it becomes more expensive, or...
Yeah,
My
that-
understanding
because-
of this, isn't it that like, the pre-order is there? Like they haven't actually made the set yet. This is just
Correct.
let's see. They've arbitrarily limited it to
Mhm.
5,000 or 3,000.
5,000.
But yeah,
The number doesn't-
3,000 to
that
be
it
made.
guarantees
The
that
number
it's
does
sold
not
out.
matter. If they haven't produced it, they can make more.
Yeah, and no one has ever given me a reason they can't.
I think the reason they do that though is because it's limited, they can charge more, and they're guaranteed to sell.
But they've
out.
arbitrarily made it. They've made it.
Yeah, but
arbitrarily
they're
limited.
guaranteed to
That's the
sell out no
thing.
matter what because they don't start producing it until all the pre-orders are taken.
They're purposely limiting supply ahead of time.
These are never going to go on the Lego shop.
Yeah, I know, but like that's what makes them so like expensive.
Yeah, but why can't they make them just as expensive and just sell as many as people will buy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like there has to be a very logical reason.
There is no logical explanation.
I'm not sure.
Well, why else would
Reason
you
is
do it?
money.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, why does like Nintendo limit all of
think
their
that's
merchandise, even though people buy it and it sells out immediately? There is no good
No, but
reason.
No, that is the reason that it sells out immediately though, because it is limited.
Not always, because like Animal Crossing merchandise, it just sells out because Animal Crossing is incredibly popular, and there's not enough for everyone.
Okay, I think generally a rule of thumb from what I've read is that you don't supply every person who can buy it because there's some reason. But if you supplied everyone who would buy the set, demand would be lower or something. I forget.
You're talking about the idea of artificial scarcity, which I believe does not actually have backing, like financially.
Well,
it's like an idea for marketing, and it might work a
then-
couple of times. But like with Amiibo, it actually killed Amiibo hype because of their scarcity.
I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. Otherwise, they're doing it for no reason. But that isn't, I don't think that's true.
And like with this, we'll see. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but 5,000 is not very many.
You wouldn't think. You'd think it'd be more.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
right.
could be because when you're making something, not limited, something unique, like a one of its kind thing. When you are making it in batches, or whoever you're getting the supply from, they can only make so many within a certain amount of time, or like that you're because if you
But
have to
this
think
we're
about
already
from a business
people are
point-
going to wait anyways. Like it's going to be at least 6 months.
I know they're gonna wait, but see, in that 6-month period, that's probably them making the 5,000
Mhm.
sets. So if
I
they want
read
to take 10,000
somewhere that
sets,
they're gonna
it would
start
be
putting them out,
double
like,
the amount of time.
So yeah,
So that's
well,
probably
I'm
a
sure
reason.
people would wait still though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think yeah, but that's a really long time to wait, and I don't think the people behind this would want to make people wait that long. Like I think that's probably more like logical.
I just still don't see that as
reason behind it.
logical though, because the people are willing to pay the money and wait that long, if not longer.
Yeah, but that's not guaranteed, really.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
if
once
you-
they pay
if
the
you
money, it's
see-
guaranteed. You can't take your money back.
No, I mean guaranteed is in when you say 5,000 sets half a year as opposed to 10,000 sets a whole year of waiting, you'll probably get a better ratio of people who would sign up to get the 5,000 than to
Maybe,
get
but I have
10.
never seen any economic statistics to back that up.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I'm not really.
Well,
That's
so
the
do the
only thing I
people
can
who
think of.
who
'Cause there's
advocate
production
this.
issues.
there shouldn't be any production issues unless they screw things up on their end.
But like, I don't like that makes sense to me though. Like, it would take time to make stuff, and they don't want to make people wait too long. So, like, that
So
could
you
just
just
easily-
don't get it at all.
You don't.
Huh?
We're not going to make you wait, so you just don't get it.
Well, is that not? the
So we
most
make less
common
money
thing? Like,
too.
no, but that's like such a company thing to do, though. Like, don't
To
you see
make
that
poor
a lot, though?
decisions, yes.
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. It's like we don't want to make you wait, so you won't get it. Like I can't think of a better.
But we'll take your
example.
money anyway. Thanks, sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
probably-
sure they have a reason for it. I don't think it's a reason that makes them more money in the end.
Yeah, probably not.
So, yeah, that's disappointing. Like I said, I just hope I can get my hands on at least one.
Let's go.
But we've about reached the end of our time here. So that's going to do it for us today. Be sure to leave a comment. Stream did not work this week. YouTube is being really weird at the moment about loading. So this is pre-recorded, but we should be live again next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to share the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and join our Discord server in the in the description below. So for Ford, Leo, Mace, Maluris, Orion, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.